You've got to have a reason for people to buy the token, whether it's Ethereum or another one, other than just speculation. I think Ethereum and Bitcoin will survive. I just don't know what the price is going to be and when. And so I started trading stocks based off of what I knew about the technology and crushed it. Raising money is not an accomplishment, it's an obligation. I'm still bullish on crypto. I'm bullish. Obviously, it's way down right now. I mean, I took a hit. Everybody took a hit on crypto. So crypto divides into two different categories, if you will. There's store value, which is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, I don't care what the maxi says, Bitcoin's worth what somebody will pay for it. You know what the maximum number of Bitcoins out there are going to be, right? 21 million. Mm-hmm. That's it, right? And that's a good thing, but you've got to have people who want to own it and hold it in order for the price to go up. Yeah. And what happened when everybody was buying it, price went up. It's a store of value. It's driven by supply and demand. I think it'll replace a lot of gold holders, people, who in the past have owned gold, and because no one owns physical gold. It's really just a digital transaction anyways, and Bitcoin's a better version of that than gold. Yeah. So I think Bitcoin's going to be okay. Ethereum is driven by utility, right? A reason to use it. Bitcoin maxis will tell you that there's the Lightning network, and you can do transfers, money transfers around the world, and that's true, right? But there's a site called cryptofees.info, right? And that tells you how much in transaction fees the network is actually generated, so you know how busy it is and how whether people are paying gas fees for transaction. And you can see on Bitcoin, it's been going down, not up. Yeah. And on Ethereum, it's the same way, but there's millions of dollars worth of transactions that take place there. The issue is, what drove the price of Ethereum up is people needed to buy for gas fees for NFTs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. And when everybody was just game over NFTs and everybody was going nuts over, people were minting them, that used gas fees. People were buying them, that used gas fees. People were trading them, that used gas fees. And so that utility is what helped push Ethereum up. Is not going to work the way it's structured right now. So you need something that's going to be an application. It's like if you think about the early days of the iPhone and mobile computing, and we really didn't know anything about apps, right? And it was just like, okay, what apps am I possibly going to use? Then all of a sudden, Instagram's there.
Social media. Man.
Yeah, social media, bam, right? And now all of a sudden, okay, everybody's going to download Instagram. Every kid's going to download Snapchat. Every kid's going to download TikTok now, right? Yeah. Every kid's going to download even the YouTube app, right? And so that is utility. That forces people to use your iPhone, use the App Store, whatever. With Ethereum, it's the same type of thing. There's no app where you say, okay, we all got to use it. Yeah. That's what it needs. And it's not going to be like, okay, here's Instagram for Ethereum. You've got to have a reason for people to buy the token, whether it's Ethereum or another one, other than just speculation. Sure. Because when the speculators leave, it's like Dogecoin. Dogecoin's fun, right? Dogecoin is kind of the starter drug for crypto. Mm-hmm. It's cheap, easy, maybe cheap. It is, right? It's just
you can't do anything with Dogecoin though, can you?
Well, you can buy stuff. Go to Mavs.com. You can buy tickets. You can buy whatever you want. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. Wow. When people were buying and trading Dogecoin a lot, we were making thousands of dollars a week, 10,000 a week here and there, right? So it was real money for us. But at the same time, once people stop speculating on it, people lost kind of the vibe for it. In crypto in general, you need a reason to buy the token. Right. And if it's just for speculation, it's going to go up and down. It's probably going to disappear at some point because 95% of the blockchains are going to go. Mm-hmm. There's just no reason for them to exist. I think Ethereum and Bitcoin will survive. I just don't know what the price is going to be and when. Right. And I do think with Ethereum, with smart contracts, like the reason I got excited about Ethereum, I went in and I just said, okay, what's all this buzz about an NFT, right? And so I went and put in an NFT, and as I'm setting it up and getting ready to mint one little field said royalties. Right? Because when you mint an NFT and you set a royalty percentage, 5, 10, 20, whatever percent, and then it gets resold, you get paid a royalty. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else in media that allows you to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Right? So you guys make money from your selling of products, and I don't know if you do ads or whatever, but you're a platform. But if you wanted to sell, your podcast, you could, but there's just no way really to monetize it after that first sale. So I put my money with Goldman Sachs, and the guy there was a friend that worked there. And so I told him, I want you to invest this because I'm 29, turning 30, and I want you to invest this like an old man. And So he's like, you sure? Because you got a lot of time. I'm like, no, because I don't want to have to work again. And I've got to live like a student in order for this work, but I'm cool with that. I got my lifetime pass on American Airlines. And he would just start asking me these questions about technology because, writing software and doing all this shit, I knew technology really well. And so as I would answer these questions, I would see these bankers making these announcements about the stocks for shit I was telling them. And the stocks would move like this and this. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I told you got to be doing more. And so I started trading stocks based off of what I knew about the technology and crushed it. I was making like 80, 90, 100% a year. And then all of a sudden he connected me with this guy who wanted to start a hedge fund just using my trades. And we did that, and that lasted about 90 days before somebody bought it from him. Now, particularly with the markets down, profits matter more than anything. I think one of the things people get caught up in, particularly now, is raising money is the end-all be-all. Raising money is not an accomplishment, it's an obligation. Now you got a bank or an investor, are just like, okay, what are you going to do for me? If you can get by without raising money, all the better, because you still have complete control. So that's number one. And number two is people get all caught up on top line. Like my sales went, and I was just as much victim for that as well. My first company, our sales went from a couple 100,000 to $1 million to 5 to 10 to 25 to 30. And I was like, $30 million company. Yeah. But it really came down to profits, because you can always find something just to juice your sales. But what matters is gross margin dollars, because you got to be able to pay the bills. And as everybody else that you're competing with keeps on trying to raise money, particularly in a market where it's hard to raise money like now, if you're the profitable one and everybody else can't exist without raising more money, most of them are going to collapse. And you're the one left standing. If you're the one left standing, you're taking their market share. I mean, you see it with the products you sell. They come and they go, and they think they're going to raise a ton of money, but you guys are making money and you get to reinvest and you get to juice it, but you got to be making money to have that edge.